Bot, you gonna keep me the tweet? It's a good thing I started a little earlier. So I can make sure things out the door. All right. Up and running, folks. I'm just here's the link. Real quick. I love how we get 24 hours on this, and it's like, this is the not Switch 2 Direct. Hooray! All right, we're up and running, folks. Hi, Internet. How we doing? So, it's not Switch 2 Direct Day. In fact, here it is. This is not the Switch 2 one. I have the stream. The YouTube video cropped to compensate for the video, so you can't quite see the title. But yeah, this is not the Switch 2 one, which means all these predictions that you see here that myself and Tommy did Sunday. Oh my god. I can't get it to where I was used Tommy's this one. That's it. All this fucking irrelevant. None of it matters. Because I'll be perfectly honest, anything that gets shown off here does not count because it's not the Switch 2 Direct. We were predicting for the Switch 2 Direct, not a different Direct plus the Switch 2 one. So it doesn't count. Stupid. Dumb. Thanks, Nintendo. If you're gonna ask me, what do you expect here? Fucking, I don't know. I don't know. We got 30 minutes. We've got 30 minutes of time. I don't even know where to begin. Like I assume some of the cross-gen stuff, like your Prime Force and the like, are gonna be here because that makes sense. But then I'm like, wouldn't that be better off the show at the Switch 2 Direct? So maybe you don't show Prime 4 here. Maybe you save that elsewhere. But again, I don't fucking know, man. I saw like a leak thing where it's like, oh, Smash Ultimate Deluxe will be shown off this direct, and I'm like, all right, fucking sure. All right, we'll see about that. It also didn't help the Sakurai was like, in response to that tweet on fucking Twitter. I'm like, Sakurai, no. No. Sakurai, no, don't play this game with us. Also, what the hell would even a Smash Ultimate Deluxe be? Would it just be Smash Ultimate plus like the DLC? Just on cart? Like, I assume that's the case, but honestly, I don't know. Also, ignore the tools. We might need them for later. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and I will, show this off for, the Blockies folks that might be in chat. So, there's apparently an additional Chase-ish figure in, like, Galaxy 3 of Ryder. So apparently this, like, clear version of Drag Ritter is a thing that you can get. And this is what it's Google translated as. Someone in the Blockies Discord did the Google Translate over the image. I'm guessing this is like a, if you buy a case, you get this, because I've seen a couple videos of someone with a case assortment and this. So I assume, like, you buy a case in shop, you get this as bonus, because it's its own, like, individual box. So I guess I will list it in the list of Blockies stuff. I guess I haven't tracked any of the other, like, special fancy limited things like this, so I don't know if I will for this. But yeah, that's about as much information as I have at the moment. Well, I try to get my Twitch app in the background situated. Also, if I sound tired, because I am, I've been up since 2 this morning is when I woke up. I was asleep before then for a little bit. And I was asleep like most of yesterday. So it's just how my sleep schedule is at the moment. So basically we're gonna do this. I'm gonna export the video out to the YouTube, schedule it to go out at like 6 today, and then I'm gonna go crash and be up for streaming tonight like usual. Also, I think by tomorrow, end of tomorrow, or I think it's today, I forget. But all of TGS Drive should be out in the next day or so. It's all scheduled. All the pre-shows, regular pre-shows are scheduled. It's all good. We're all done on that. I even went and uploaded the missing 2, like, me doing Kimmy Cat stuff from this year. Those are going to go out. I use them as, I think it's filler for tomorrow. So I don't have anything scheduled for Friday or Saturday. Might be Saturday. I'd have to double check. Whatever the next day is in terms of, like, scheduling stuff. That's when I need to start scheduling the, like, mini series we did in 2023. But I'll schedule those to all, I'm just gonna schedule all of them together. Get them all out the door. They might not be in the correct order. I'll try to get them in all the correct order. But once that's done, I think it's just TGS for 2023, I think. I think that's the only thing I don't have scheduled at the moment is like the rest of the TGSs for 2023 that we did. I think once I schedule that, that's basically down to stuff from 2024 and then whatever TGSRs over the course of like 2023 to 2024. Since Drive was like 2024 into 2025 and all that's out. So I believe like 2023 it is like the Gridman trilogy and then something else. Or 2024 would be Gridman trilogy and then something else, and I don't remember what that something else is offhand. But basically all that. Folks being like, oh, I'm up at the crack of dawn. I'm like, bitch, I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. Get good. Granted, I have terrible sleeping schedule, so people have better sleeping schedules than me, I would assume at the moment. I will ask Nintendo. I don't care the franchise. I even saw someone joke when I put this in a chat of, but Nintendo Warriors game, please. I don't care the franchise. Someone joked Pilot Wing Warriors, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'd be on board. I need a new Nintendo Warriors game. I don't care what it is. I'm just vibing at the moment. I'm just vibing now. Just making sure my crops were good. You know, apparently it's a thing to not like the new Discord overlay. I don't mind it. I wish I could have circular logos for Discord chats I'm in instead of the rounded off edge square ones. I much prefer the circular ones rather than just it's a square. Square with the corners cut off. Five minutes. 5 minutes. I'll do one last look at my my Reddit leaks, see what, if any, last minute nonsense has cropped up. Nothing. Tumblr? I've gotten spoilers from Tumblr ahead of time. Anything? Nope. Nope. Ah, cool. I'm trying to think of like what dumb left field thing I would even begin to want at a direct like this. I don't even know. Like there's things I would like want to see. I kind of would like to see a new Fire Emblem, but I also would like, I don't know, I would hope it'd be better than Engage. Engage was not like the best, to be perfectly honest. It felt like a real step down from Three Houses. Three Houses was really good for the most part, even if it has its like qualms here and there, which, you know, people joke about. It's like, 5 more years of Three Houses discourse, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how that game's written, for better or worse, in some regards. Like when you have one specific route that you have to like know how to get into, which is like, hey, here is your villain, except you know. Like, here is your villain as the hero, except we don't finish it because the entire antagonist that she should be fighting, we don't fight in that route. And then here's, like, the other 3 routes, one of which is the one I ended up doing on stream, which is Church Route, which is the one you kind of default into if you pick Black Eagles, but don't side with Edelgard. It could have been better. Then, the Blue Lions, which is I think like the most well-rounded campaign or well-rounded route in that game. And then you have Golden Deer one, which the ending of that and all the context of that should be in the Black Eagles route, like the proper Black Eagles route, but it's not. It's with fucking Claude, who has no business doing anything with that, which is ridiculous and dumb. It's one of those times where I'm just like, I kind of wish, I think Three Houses would have benefited from like one less route. Like if there was no church route, like there was just a Black Eagles, Blue Lion, Golden Deer, just straight those 3 routes. Like just no church route, just do those 3. Because honestly, I also think, like, Fates... God, Fates is one where it's like, that one... Oh god, the only real like best route of that one is like Revelations, to be perfectly honest. Because the other two routes in there, like, you get some of the answers, but you really don't get all the answers until you get to Revelations. And then Revelations, like, makes sense. Of course, I saw someone suggest the Awakening port to the Switch, and I'm like, I don't know how I would feel about that. Like, maybe it'd be nice so that everyone has feet in that game. Since for some reason, I forget the reason, but for some reason, no one has feet in that game. I think it was like a weird, like, visual bug that they fixed in Fate. But Awakening didn't have any of that. Also, we're going. We're doing it. Let's see how it's gonna go. We are starting with Dragon Quest. Okay. This Dragon Quest 3? It's like, what? They're remaking like 1, 2, and 3 in this style. I forget which one it is. I'm not familiar with Dragon Quest. It looks nice. Whee! I want to say, if I remember right, I want to believe it's like 1 and 2 are together, and then 3 is on its own. Because I think 1 and 2 are like real short. Or no, this is Dragon. Yeah, 1 and 2 HDT remake. Okay. Yeah, 1 and 2 are together because they're really short, and then 3 is going to be on its own, since that's like the longer one.
Your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Yay.
We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. So please tune in for that
Yeah,
as well.
don't say!
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information.
Are they throwing a new character in these?
Okay, let's see the
again, I don't know Dragon Quest, so I don't know. I guess it is.
From dire straits.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
No, that's not good.
Help me. Please help me, Dante!
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring.
Okay.
Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission
New AI
is to
Somnium
track
Files,
down
all right.
Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
I've always been interested in these. And we're on like a third one.
Subjects' dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system.
I wonder if this
July
is like a
25th.
smaller one Since they've done like 2 major ones.
Unleash the supernatural.
Is this oh fuck. What is that absentee spinoff? Is it Devil Summoner? I know it just said Devil Summoner.
Classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced
Righto.
gameplay. Set in the capital city.
I was about to say, I know this is like a beloved SMT, like
as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also
but
fights
the SMT spinoff series.
To protect the capital, Rido must investigate
That's cool.
a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Rido through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Rido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo
That's
Switch.
definitely some SMT ass SMT music in the background.
Begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world.
Oh, is this one of the... Oh, god damn it, no!
But who is
This
this
stupid ass goddamn thing. I was about to say, is this one of the Metroidvania? Oh no, this is the not Pac-Man game. God. Why do you exist?
You can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
Waka 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 waka.
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck
All my hate, all my anger at this game for no good reason.
powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch.
Why do we need a dark twist on fucking Pac-Man? It's Pac-Man.
The rhythmic march begins.
Oh, Patapon.
Remasters of
Nice.
Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
Nice.
Play
That
your drum to the
that's a
beat
lot
and
better.
give
That makes me not
to the Patapon
unreasonably
march.
angry.
For example,
I don't know why that game makes me unreasonably angry, but I'm like, Shadow Labyrinth shows up. Boo! Boo this game. Boo it for eternity. Piss off and die.
and if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the force
The audio is still very crunchy. These were PSP titles, and you can tell from the audio on them that they are very much on PSP titles because they did not uncrunch
Plus,
that audio.
been added, so you can advance
Unfortunately.
to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons
Or
and
compressed.
march forth.
It's technically
When
compressed
Patapon
audio.
1+2
They just didn't
replay
uncompress it
launches on
for
Nintendo
these,
Switch
which is a shame.
July 11th. Welcome to Zephyrtown, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins. First cropping up on the Nintendo
Story
DS
of
system,
Seasons. I know that.
Farming and Life Sim has no shortage of
Um,
activities to get up to.
Oh, what's the farm life?
Tend to your farm while
I forget what the farm life sim is, but it's like that franchise had like a split, and like this is one of the branches of that. I forget how that goes.
As Bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Honestly,
You can also get
One
to
of them
know
was
the
on the
locals
N64. What was it?
spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone. Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr-Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Yay.
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
Wish I could remember what that franchise is.
Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, hi, Prime 4. I assume. Right? Yes, okay. I was like, this feels like we're picking up from the first trailer. Samus, you got a lot of purple lights going on. Ooh, woo, woo.
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Yeah, Samus, why are you
Not alone, though.
glowing purple?
Alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Like, I'm really curious about that because they have not addressed that, and I'm like, Samus, why are you purple? Because everything else about your suits, about Samus's suit in this is normal.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Oh.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
Okay.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
So that's why she's glowing purple.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros?
There's a Metroid.
Intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
لكن تقالله عشرية إن تنتينا قالن شيء.
Okay. Okay, that's a fancy new suit.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus.
Will we pick that up in the Switch 2 Direct?
Exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities.
That's a fancy new suit.
Let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready to stir up some mischief? Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light.
What?
Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange.
I'm sorry, I looked away for a second. What do you mean this is a Disney game? What?
Including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked
I was not
creations. The
What?
potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play.
We're helping the
What
Disney.
mischief
What?
might happen. Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch.
Okay, sure. I got sideswiped by that one.
Summon a spellbinding adventure. Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class.
I like the
Hang
look
out
of
with
this.
friends at their homes.
I am a sucker for a really nicely put together sprite-based game.
On various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
That seemed nice enough.
Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide.
Very
Upgrade your trusted
DuckTales coded on that movement there for a
then
second.
use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you
Somebody
uncover
liked
the
DuckTales back in the
secrets
day.
Algo holds? Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series.
I bet John will be happy. More shmup.
Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions.
I assume there's a
and
reason there's like 2 other things in there besides Gradius.
Salamander 3. Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on
Nice.
Nintendo eShop.
Very nice.
Battle
Very,
to
very,
the
very.
beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat.
Wait,
Keep the cadence
saw someone
going
say that
with
was
epic
Chozo
boss
language.
battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits
Which,
in the
I-
Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later.
Oh, that's
today.
cool. Nice.
Let's see what's in store. Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series.
Okay.
There are stores galore.
Someone said Discord chat. I mean, someone said that that was the Chozo language being spoken in the Metroid Prime trailer, which that's interesting.
And arrange
Nice little
plays at
Dread
the
connection there, since
afternoon
Dread was
tea
the first time we heard it like
12
spoken. I think.
wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Yay. Oh, hi, Arceus. Or not Arceus, ZA. Why did I call it Arceus? Hi, Legend ZA.
Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon.
Or if the hit detection looks better in this one.
That also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
Okay.
Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
Okay.
Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
Nice. Yeah, taking a look at the Not Switch 2 Direct. So, hey David Spidey, how's it going?
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
I guess that explains it.
Trainers who reach the top.
No, a Nintendo Direct, not a ZA Direct. This is just a general Direct. It seems fine. I have to, like, rewatch a couple of the stuff, but it seems better for a minute.
It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered.
Also having a better idea of how the game's going to go.
Your adventure. Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
It's nice to know a little bit more.
Where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next.
Well, this is the Nintendo Direct. The Switch 2 Direct probably will also play ZA.
The game you're about to see doesn't have a big, epic story. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. You wanna see?
Oh, okay.
Just press the button to jump through the ring.
Oh no.
Sounds easy.
Oh,
But the
you were
timing is
close.
tricky. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm.
This might be a Rhythm Heaven game. I guess they're bringing back Rhythm Heaven.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Yeah, this is Rhythm Heaven. That's nice.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
Rhythm Heaven is a game series that's just all of these mini games that are all rhythm based, and you're trying to hit buttons at the right time. Also, that's the first thing for 2026.
Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
It was mainly, I think, portable. I think it was mainly like a DS, 3DS kind of series.
What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
Okay. It's an oddly specific thing to talk about next.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
Okay.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Okay.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
Okay.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
So this is just them doing a new management system back in basically for their digital games. Okay. Okay. That's fine.
On their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
The Virtual Game Card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
Okay.
Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Odd thing to be bringing up, but sure. Just a little highlight reel. I'm actually gonna mute the audio for sizzle reels like this, just in case. Sometimes these sizzle reels are licensed music. We're actually almost done. This is supposed to be about 30 minutes. Oh, wait, what did I? Why am I having connection issues?
An HD remaster.
I know I've been having
Saga Frontier
internet
2
issues.
is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Come on.
Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will, the Explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG.
What the hell?
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages?
Alright, we should be back.
Frontier
That was
2
weird.
Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Monumental adventures await. Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games.
Well, one second. My dog's pitching a fit, so I have to go let him out.
Stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Alright, I'm back.
And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Golf. Golf.
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch.
Isn't this Sony's golf franchise?
Button press just right and take your shot.
Nice shot.
I might be wrong, but isn't Hot Shots Sony's deal? I could be wrong.
Special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
Granted, it's always nice to have like a new arcade golf game.
In
Just,
wacky golf,
you know,
shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall.
because we had a Mario Golf a while back.
Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play.
Also, I assume this is not necessarily like Nintendo. This is technically like a third-party golf game. I assume. I don't know who the devs on this. Yeah, it's Bandai Namco, so this is technically like a third-party golf game.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including
Excuse me?
Spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge.
I'm sorry, dude. Marvel
To aerial aces. You can mix and match a variety of
beat 'em up?
for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe.
This looks really good, actually.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Oh no. The part of me that loves beat 'em ups. Gimme.
Where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Probably to invoke Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I would assume, to some extent. Granted, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is pulling from... Wait. Oh, fuck, I forgot the name of this franchise, but it's that.
How refreshing.
But Marvel vs. Capcom 2 uses the comic designs from back in the 90s, so that's what they're pulling from anyway, so it kind of is just the same thing.
Tomodachi Life, living the dream.
Also, we have to take a peek at the Japanese Direct. Or at least one part of the Japanese Direct, because holy shit, oh my god. Finally.
Did you want to talk?
There's just something just unnerving about the text-to-speech dialogue in this franchise. I don't know why they use it.
That was Tomodachi Life, living the dream.
Yeah, Tomodachi. This was a big thing for the 3DS.
In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an
It's an Animal Crossing style game. The 3DS one focused more on like your characters being in apartments and stuff, but I guess now it's going to be in like a little city area.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far. Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
What? Is it?
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Is it the thing that they beta tested?
Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
Uh-huh.
Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Okay.
which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd,
To have an app.
Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
Because they wanted an app to deliver news directly to you. Look, I don't question. I don't ask the question why with Nintendo, because they just do as they please. But I think it's basically because, like, for those that don't know, Twitter decided to charge an arm and a leg for integration in the consoles, and so most companies have decided, fuck that, we're not doing that anymore. I guess this is Nintendo's answer to that, of just being like, hey, we're just going to launch an app, and that'll just directly serve the information. Now, the thing I looked over in a Discord chat and I was like, oh, fuck. New Super Robot Wars game. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I probably have to mute this at some point, but I don't care. This was announced during the Japanese version of the Direct. Because for those that don't know, I'll pause this real quick. Sometimes the English version and the Japanese version do have different titles because some things are just going to come out in Japan that don't come out stateside and vice versa. Even the orders of things announced in the Directs can be different. So it is worth peeking at the Japanese version of the Direct just to see what might have been there. Anywho. Oh my god, new Super Robot Wars game. Gimme, 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 gimme. Please be better than 30. 30 was a bit of a slog, but I really enjoyed T, and hopefully being not the anniversary Super Robot Wars game means we're gonna come back down from all the stuff that was in 30. I was really curious. What we're doing in this one. series-wise. Yeah, it's Super Robot Wars. Of course, there's space stuff. That's like half of your robot anime stuff is space. Okay, Combattler V. They were getting to that. Dunbine, alright. That's a couple of mainstays from my understanding. I've played like 2 Super Robot Wars that I've read up on a lot. Or no, I've played 3 Super Robot Wars, but I've read up a lot, so. Animations look nice, but granted, this is where all the budget goes. No, you can't put G Gundam in there. No, that makes me want to play it anyway, immediately, because it's G Gundam. Okay, I'd appreciate that the Gundam logo is in the sword. That's because that's in the opening of G Gundam. Majestic Prince, that was in 30. I enjoyed mucking around with the Majestic Prince cast, so. I'm waiting for one specific Gundam show to show up. Because I feel like that has to be in here. Ah, the Code Geass thing that nobody likes. Fantastic. So it's like the sequel movie to like the Code Geass series, and nobody particularly cares for it. Oh, okay. On consoles. Hi, Macross. How you doing? That'll get people. Ah, I get a robo that isn't Armageddon. Alright, cool. And then the Super Robot Wars in general, because those two were on mobile. G-Witch, but just season 1? Okay. I guess development time means we only get season 1 of G-Witch. Alright. This was what I was waiting on, because I figured G-Witch had to be there, because G-Witch made bank. I would think the next Super Robot Wars game, since G-Witch came out after 30, had to be... G-Witch had to be in there. And more, so we're... So, more integration. So that's our original mech that we're piloting with one of these 3 people, I guess? All 3 of them, maybe? I don't know. Is here. Nice. Hooray! Hooray. That was good. I've been waiting on that one like forever. So Super Robot Wars in general is a crossover tactics game of just various Super Robot mecha franchises. So Super Robot Wars games, basically, they do an original plot that integrates plots and characters and stuff from the various franchises that are, or various shows that are featured. So for this one, you'll get to use characters from Combattler V, Dunbine, G Gundam, G-Witch, Season 1 specifically. I guess development time made them decide not to do G-Witch Season 2 as well. Majestic Prince, Macross Delta, Code Geass, etc., etc., etc. But their stories will be kind of integrated together to exist in like one world, basically, or multiple worlds, depends on the game. But that's kind of the story you're playing through, is the original story that integrates all these characters and shows and stuff. But it's mainly a tactics game. It's a turn-based tactics game. So if you like your turn-based tactics games, this is worth it. Right now, Super Robot Wars 30 is on Steam. And like VX and T, which were the three before 30, which I would recommend more V and T, especially from experience. They're on consoles. They're English. But they're really good. I really enjoyed T. 30 is a bit of a slog, but I really enjoyed T. Yeah, 1 second. I have to let my dog back in. All right, I'm back. Also, I need to like throw this into relevant channels in case it didn't make it into relevant channels. All right. I'm gonna roll back. I want to look at that Legends RCS footage real quick again. Specifically, like some of the combat stuff in there. We'll slow this down. I just want to look at this. That doesn't help. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's still kind of there, but that initial hit detection looked good. Still has that kind of like delayed on like when the hit happened. You can probably, if I were to guess, you could probably run up against the circle, if it's not a trainer battle. And when you run up against it long enough, it lets you escape. With a trainer battle, you could never escape. That's kind of the entire point. So. All right. It seems good enough. Knowing that there's a tournament stuff, and that's kind of it seems like the progression is like during the day you're catching Pokemon and you're kind of like building a team, and then at night you're using that team and competing in the tournament. That gives me an idea of like the structure of the game, because that was like the other major concern besides like the hit detection stuff, which was like kind of minor in the grand scheme of things. It was, what is the structure of this game? What is the ebb and flow? And the ebb and flow is going to be during day, you're exploring, building a team, training them up. Night, you're battling. So that makes sense. I'm kind of on board with it. So yeah, that will be it. It was fine. Granted, this is basically the offload of stuff we don't really want to big showcase on next week. Besides, I would assume Prime 4. Prime 4 is like the weird thing here of just like, why is Prime 4 here and not being shown off at Switch 2 Direct again? Unless it's that in like, and that I feel like will show back up again at Switch 2 Direct probably. RCS just feels like a reminder because the Pokemon presentation happened. This was fine. Like, honestly, the biggest thing was the thing that wasn't even, that we didn't even get to see in this version of the Direct, which was actually, one second. I need to see. Is it? Oops. Oh, ooh, the Marvel game is being done by the same team that did Shredder's Revenge. Fuck! Oh, that is extra, fuck yeah. Shredder's Revenge is really fucking good. And the fact that it is the exact same development team that did that one, fuck yes, let's go. Absolutely, that is, that's a gimme. gimme. Honestly, coming across two games and feeling a little bit better about one, like that's enough, to be perfectly honest. You know, it doesn't, I kind of grade these on a, how much did I come away enjoying things? Like, those three are enough. Like, Prime 4 still looks cool and stuff. I think Tommy would probably be more excited for it than me, but I would definitely play it. I enjoyed Dread. So, and Prime 1, because I've played through all of 1, played through almost all of 2. I quit on the final boss because that final boss sucked ass. Honestly, all the bosses in 2 sucked ass. And then 3 got stuck on, like, really dumb planet. So, like, if 4 can be, like, as good as 1, like, hell yeah. So, yeah, that was a good enough Direct, considering it is the offload of stuff that we're not seeing next Wednesday. Because that's the key thing to keep in mind is, see you next Wednesday for the important stuff. So yeah, good stuff all around. Makes me happy because, like, they didn't, feels like they are keeping the big guns in the back pocket for next week. So hopefully next week is really good. Anywho, I will end off now because I should go to sleep when I'm done. I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. All right, so tonight, I'll be back at 8. We'll continue Chemicat stuff, figure out how to do Blade's head and horns and all that. Tomorrow, KH2 randomizer. Saturday is the run back on Ratchet and Clank speed run. We'll see. So I need to do some practice probably tomorrow. I'll practice, get like a full run or so of practice. Probably like a dual for run Saturday before we do it. And then Sunday, we're finishing up our run through of Drive with the last 2 V Cinemas. So I also have to watch tomorrow. So, but anywho, if you like what you're seeing, folks, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. Exclamation point YouTube and chat gives you the link to our YouTube archive where everything will go up. And exclamation point Discord and chat gives you this Lord link. And exclamation point social and chat gives you the handles for all our social medias. And we'll see you guys tonight.